Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a topic that's both eye-opening and deeply concerning. Did you know that while the world grapples with war, climate disasters, and skyrocketing energy prices, major oil companies are raking in profits like never before? I'm talking about $93 billion in just 3 months. Let that sink in. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about numbers. It's about the human cost, the environmental damage, and the moral questions it raises. So, let's break this down. First off, what makes this really interesting is the timing. Amid the Iran conflict and global climate chaos, oil giants like Saudi Aramco, BP, and Shell are making profits at a rate of over $700,000 per minute. Personally, I think this highlights a disturbing disconnect between corporate greed and global suffering. While millions face higher energy bills and deadly heat waves, these companies are doubling their profits compared to last year. It's like they are profiting from a crisis they helped create. One thing that immediately stands out is how these profits are tied to the war in Iran. The conflict sent oil prices soaring above $126 a barrel, and these companies capitalized on the disruption. But here's the thing, this isn't just about economics. It's about ethics. What many people don't realize is that these same companies are among the biggest contributors to carbon emissions, which are directly linked to the heat waves killing thousands. For example, Saudi Aramco alone is responsible for more emissions than any other company in history. So, while they are making billions, the planet is burning. This raises a deeper question. Should these companies be allowed to profit from human misery? Campaigners are calling for them to pay for the environmental damage and fund a transition to renewable energy. And honestly, it's hard to argue against that. If you take a step back and think about it, these profits could be used to build fire defenses, install solar panels, or help communities devastated by climate disasters. Instead, they are lining shareholders' pockets. A detail I find fascinating is how even Donald Trump, a longtime ally of the oil industry, has criticized these profits. He's called out Chevron and ExxonMobil for making too much money from the war. Now, if Trump's saying it, you know it's bad. But what this really suggests is that the profiteering is so blatant, even their supporters can't defend it. From my perspective, the most frustrating part is how these companies are backtracking on their green commitments. Take BP, for instance. They've cut their energy transition budget from $5 billion to just $1.5 to $2 billion. They are selling off renewable assets like their biogas business, and even their North Sea oil operations. It's like they are doubling down on fossil fuels at the worst possible time. Personally, I think this is a massive missed opportunity. These companies have the resources to lead the transition to renewables, but instead, they are choosing short-term profits over long-term sustainability. What this really suggests is that we need systemic change. It's not enough to rely on these companies to regulate themselves. Governments and regulators need to step in, impose higher taxes, and force them to invest in renewables. Otherwise, we are just kicking the can down the road while the planet burns. So, here's my takeaway. This isn't just about $93 billion. It's about the choices we are making as a society. Are we going to let a handful of companies profit from our destruction, or are we going to demand accountability and action? Personally, I think the answer is clear. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.